struggling with debt, and want to find a way out, you're in the right place. In this video, Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, is here to share the steps you need to take to get out of debt and start building real wealth. Stick around to learn the strategies that helped him and his wife Kim turn their financial situation around. This is the advice you need to take control of your money and your future. If you are interested in this topic, then comment with a 100. Just comment 100 when I see your comment. I'll give you a heart, and if you want to help the channel, leave a like and subscribe. It takes less than a second and helps the channel a lot. We've got lots of inspiring content coming your way, full of tips to help you live a more successful and fulfilling life. Let's get started. Robert Kiyosaki starts by sharing his own story of being in debt. Kim and I have been married for over 30 years, but we started from scratch. People think she married me because of my money, but that's not true. At that time, I was between businesses and had lost my second venture. So not only did I not have money, but we also had a lot of debt. We had debts of $800,000, which was a huge learning experience. In the end, we managed to pay it all off. But the lesson remains, how do you pay off your debts as quickly as possible? Many people say to cut up your credit cards, but I find that absurd because a credit card isn't the problem. In fact, I really like credit cards. Let's start with the steps to get out of debt. The first step is to be honest with yourself. This was one of the hardest things I had to do because Kim had never experienced a financial disaster like I had. She couldn't believe someone could drive a Mercedes and be completely broke, pretending to be rich until actually becoming, so I was praying to God, hoping money would come, acting like I had no debts. I looked great and ate at the best restaurants, but I was ruined. You can lie to your girlfriends, but you can't lie to your wife. So the first thing I had to do with Kim was finally tell the truth that I wasn't as rich as I seemed. You have to tell yourself the truth, because if you have a goal of where you want to get to, you won't make it if you don't know where you are. If you're ready to be honest with yourself, drop a comment saying honesty is the first step. The second step is to stop accumulating unpayable loans immediately. Sometimes this means making a small sacrifice. When Kim and I moved from Hawaii to California, we were homeless and lived in the basement of an apartment. Sometimes we had to scrape by because we had no money. Kim only had a couple of dollars to get through the weekend until I got home on Sunday night. If you agree that avoiding unpayable loans is crucial for growth, drop a comment saying, "Stop the loan, start the growth." The third step is to make a list of all your debts. The key word here is all. Kim looked at me strangely when I said the word all because I had so many debts and didn't want to admit it. I kept avoiding it and paying bills here and there, but she finally asked me why I didn't want to admit how bad the situation was. I called up my last business and finally had to sit down and write to all the investors I owed money to, as well as all the family and friends I owed money to. I felt bad for not paying them back earlier, so she made me sit down and write it all out. Also, a credit card company can get pretty nasty when you don't pay them, so I had to show the letters I was receiving and basically tell the truth and face it. I encourage you to comment if you've ever had a big problem with debts, or if you know someone who has shared your story. Your experience can help those in need. If you believe in facing all your debts, drop a comment saying, "Face your debts, find your freedom." The fourth step is very important if you're deeply in debt. There were times when I tried to do my own records, but when I was stressed, ashamed, and upset about owing so much money, I didn't confront the truth and wasn't very attentive to details. So Kim and I finally went to talk to my rich dad, and he recommended we hire an accountant. At first, I thought it was too expensive, but my rich dad told me that rich people have accountants, while poor people don't keep accurate records. This is the fifth step, and after having a list of all your debts, you'll create a visual picture of these debts to effectively manage your debts. Start by listing each creditor, the total amount owed, and the minimum monthly payment required in a spreadsheet or notebook. Visualize each debt clearly, prominently, note the creditor's name, display the total owed amount, specify the minimum monthly payment, and calculate how many months it will take to pay off each debt by dividing the total owed by the minimum payment. Review this list daily to stay informed about your progress and maintain motivation. Keep detailed records of payments and adjust your plan if necessary, based on changes in your financial situation. Consistency and commitment to your repayment plan will help you steadily eliminate your debts and achieve financial stability. It's important to check your record to make sure everything is clear. If you've been enjoying the content so far, please click the like button. And if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel and help us reach 100,000 subscribers. We're on our way there. Can I count on your help? If you already subscribed, comment, "I subscribed." Just go ahead and comment, "I subscribed." Thank you for doing that. Now that you've commented, let's continue. When Kim and I met, we had nothing. It took 10 years to go from nothing to financial freedom. She was 37 and I was 47. That's the power of focusing on assets rather than liabilities. Most people are so busy working for money, trying to pay their bills and buying liabilities they think are assets. The first gift I gave Kim was to teach her this, and now we're financially free. Anyone can do this. It's a matter of putting your head in the right direction. We met in '73, and that's when I took my first real estate investment course. I lost money and gained it back, but I never left the assets. There are many people who can't earn $1,000, and the reason is that mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, they're not prepared to earn that amount. So Kim and I are earning several $1,000,000, but we wouldn't have gotten there if we hadn't once struggled to get to $1,000. So whenever we had a problem, we had to be bigger than the problem. A lot of people with $1,000 problems won't solve the problem until they personally, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically develop to be bigger than the $1,000. The sixth step is to determine the order in which you'll pay off each debt. List all your debts and assign each a circular number from smallest to largest based on the total amount owed. Start paying off the debt marked with the lowest circular number first, regardless of interest rates. To experience quick wins and maintain motivation, people often ask, "Shouldn't I pay off the highest interest debt first? I don't want to keep paying those with the higher interest rates." But you don't necessarily have to do that in this formula. What you want is to see a quick result that shows this formula works. So we start with the shortest debt you can pay off quickly. When you see that result and confirm the formula is working, it encourages you to keep going. That's why we start with the lowest number. As Kim says, it's not about paying interest, it's about how quickly you can liquidate. When you look at the average person, they have a job and they make money, they pay the house, and the money goes to the bank through a mortgage. That's not an asset, because money is flowing out, so it's a liability. The definition of a liability is that it takes money out of your pocket, while an asset puts money in your pocket. So if I have a property for rent, it puts money in my pocket. If I live in the house, it's a liability, because even if I don't have debts, I still have taxes, depreciation, repairs, maintenance, insurance, and all that. But if I rent out a property and do a good job buying and structuring it, it sends me money every month. I started with this when I was 25, had a small condo property, and it put $25 in my pocket. It was a start and a good debt. The debt was paid and cleared, and at the same time, it put $25 in my pocket. So I was making money from my little house every month. Today, my wife and I have 6,500 houses that put money in our pocket every month, the people living in. Those houses are happy because they have a place to live. But all this comes from debt. We have 100% financing. Everything is debt, so this is good debt. And what makes a debt good are two very important words: cash flow. We became financially free rather than going back into debt or simply spending debt money on anything. But like in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, we play the cash flow game. What we do is invest that money. In this case, with all that money, instead of spending it, we keep buying more real estate and stocks. Essentially, we use debt to generate income and pay our debts. Nowadays, Kim and I have 7 cars, many houses, and we travel by private jet, but all of this is done with the cash flow from our investments, not with our credit cards. We have no debts, just steady income from our investments. So our assets outweigh our liabilities. The reason many people get into trouble is that they buy liabilities first and then try to buy assets. This never works, and they keep buying more stuff and accumulating bad debt. Instead, I buy my liabilities with my assets so I can have a great lifestyle. The best part is we don't have to worry about money or anything, because we simply have more and more money coming in constantly. This process requires discipline and dedication. Remember, it's a process that will take you from where you are to where you want to be. If you don't have dedication and discipline, the process will fall apart. I encourage you to share this video with people you know who might need this advice if you want to continue learning about improving your finances and achieving wealth. Subscribe to our channel here. You'll find valuable content about investing, saving, and enhancing your personal finances. You can also learn from the experiences and advice of experts in the business and finance world who can help you reach your financial goals. If this video has added value to your life and you hope to use it to your best advantage, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please feel free to share your thoughts and also drop a comment saying, "I watched the video till the very end, so give me a heart." When I see this comment, I'll be sure to give you a heart. There are 3 more important steps you need to take to be successful in life. First, like this video. Second, subscribe to this channel. And thirdly, turn on the notification bell. If you do this, I will continue to bring you life-transformative information every week for free. Don't miss out on future videos where we'll be sharing even more golden nuggets of knowledge. All I'm asking for is your subscription. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. And don't forget, you can become a member of the Real Money Team today and unlock exclusive benefits. Choose from Real Money Team 1, Real Money Team 2, or Real Money Team 3 to get special perks behind the scenes, access, and more. Your support helps us keep creating inspiring and motivational content. Click the link in the video description below to join now and be part of our journey to excellence and financial success. I highly recommend watching our next video, and don't hesitate to share this video. It may help someone. If you enjoyed this video, it's likely because you recognize the importance of improving your financial situation. But you might be wondering, how do you actually go about achieving financial success and building generational wealth? That's where I can help. I'll guide you through the steps to financial success. For detailed insights, I encourage you to click on this video right here. Thank you for tuning in. You are the real money makers. Go watch it now. We love you.